What was it like when Phillip Rivers came in that locker room? How was that?
I thought they was playing.
As he scored, I think he threw it to Njoku. As he scored, he came back, found me, and did this in my face. I said, this motherfucker. Okay, I said, bet.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Not Just Football. And today we've got a great episode. We have Alec Pierce, and we also have Jeffery Simmons, two of the NFL's best. Alec Pierce, and we're dealing this in the middle of free agency, or about to be start free agency. Alec Pierce just signed a new deal, and so congrats to him. You're gonna have a chance to listen to him. Hayden, what'd you think about the episodes, though?
I thought it was great, man. Alex Pierce, like you said, today signed a 4-year, $116 million contract, which that's a lot of money, and hell yeah, man, good for him.
Yeah.
We had him on at Super Bowl. He was walking around. Got to talk a little bit about his Cincinnati days and, his time in the league, and I thought it was really good, man. I had never met him before, but he's big. For a guy that is as fast as he is, I know he averages like 21 yards a catch, but he's a big guy too. So happy to see him, and it's clear the Colts are really excited about him. What'd you think of it?
Yeah, happy they paid him. Shoot, I think the Colts are paying all that money. Alec Pierce, we've played against him plenty of times, and it's always a guy you got to circle. So nice to hear from him. And then Jeffery Simmons, we got to start talking about like D-line play, and I'm just like a real fan of his. And so when he started talking about the times he was going against his door and everything, I love hearing from D linemen talk about like their war stories and how they get after it, because there's not a lot of guys built like us. So like the ones that are, there's a lot of respect there.
Yeah, you could tell you really enjoy when a guy who plays your position at a high level is on the show.
Yeah.
You guys can kind of talk the sport, understand what each other are going through. I think he was a Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee too this year, right?
He was.
So that's cool. So you guys got a lot more in common, I think, than even I realized. So it was cool to see you guys talk. And obviously Joey was still there because this is a Super Bowl episode. So
yeah. Only thing about it is, though, I didn't even mention this with him. Mike T, he would always mess with me, like, I'm trading you for Jeffery Simmons. I've talked to Vrabel like multiple times about it. And it was more just like to piss me off, and but I've always had a lot of respect for what Jeff Simmons has done. But I do, before we get to that episode, we're in the middle of like the middle beginning, whatever.
The legal tampering phase, right?
Yeah, whatever that the hell
What is that?
That
What
makes
is
no
that?
freaking sense.
Just let it start. I don't understand this. Like, I guess like what's the difference? I guess it just gives it time to like fall through, but like don't call it legal tampering because it's ridiculous.
Bro, and it's like the teams have been communicating with their own players this whole time. Like that's enough. Just get to free agency, because it's wild right now. Hayden, what's your favorite move so far?
Well, I'm going to go be a homer here. I think the Michael Pittman trade is interesting news. I would love to hear what you think about that. But we'll get into that in a second. Other moves that I thought were interesting. I don't know. What other ones we got here? The Alec Pierce one was kind of shocking to me. I know he's a good player. I didn't know what his market was, but clearly he had a huge market, and the Colts saw that. So that was a big one. Who were some other big money? There's a lot of big money been thrown around.
The Kenneth Walker one. I was
what was his money? I didn't see the money. What is it?
I think he might have got like 11 or 12 a year. And for a running back, that's awesome to see like the market start to get back up. Obviously, he's got the Super Bowl tax, and you got to make that work when you hit free agency. But he goes from sharing carries with Charbonnet to now being the feature back with Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce. A guy like Chris Jones is really going to like it, because if you're able to run the ball and sustain a lot of time, that's the best thing for a defense. So Kenneth Walker was definitely a big one. Who else? We didn't even talk about this. The Rams are just signing KC corners.
I know. What's going on there? What's up with that?
You got Jalen Watson, and then you trade for McDuffie. And to give him what he just got, they're putting some money out there. So that defense is going to be scary. You got two corners that know how to win, know how to play against big receivers, play against small receivers. And then with that front in the Rams, Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner, and company, it's going to be fun to watch them continue to just keep balling out.
Yeah, no, the NFL has done a terrific job, and I know we were joking about the legal tampering thing, but making free agency very exciting. I mean, it's been open for like 3 hours, it feels like, or even not in 2 hours maybe, and a lot has happened, and so much more is going to happen. I'm really excited to see. But what do you think of the Michael Pittman move? I don't know if the trade compensation has been announced yet, but they obviously traded for him and they extended him. So now you guys have a lot of money wrapped up in the receiver core. But I think he matches pretty well with DK, don't you?
Yeah, I think they both have big bodies, and to put them together on the field, now you got two guys who you have to put a lot of attention on them. And I look at this opens up Pat Freiermuth a little bit more. This opens up Darnell, and so DK shouldn't have to experience more double teams unless you're just double teaming both of them, and then that's when mismatch starts to happen all over the place.
Yeah, big receivers, like you said. It's going to be tough for corners to match up with that. But I think it's a good move in the right direction, right? I think it is an improvement over the room last year, adding him as a second guy. So excited to see. So much moves have to happen with you guys too personally, right? Like, is Aaron coming back? What's the quarterback situation going to be? I'm sure there's some things they want to clean up on the offensive line and maybe the defense too. So I'm excited, man. Free agency is always like so exciting. I know the NBA was really good about this, but it feels like the NFL has really caught on and making it like must-see TV. I mean, I feel like they're on McAfee right now, and they have Adam Schefter like live in studio just breaking stuff down. It seems like it's just crazy the spectacle it's become.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest need for the Steelers right now?
Man, with Broderick's injury, I think left tackle is an interesting question to me of what's going to be going on there. And then I don't know. I think I really want to see them shore up the offensive line a little bit. I think there's some question marks there. You lost Kenneth Gainwell, so now I think you need to figure out there if Caleb Johnson's the guy. Maybe wouldn't mind seeing them try to get another guy like Caleb or like Kenneth Gainwell. But I think right now it's quarterback. What happens at quarterback? I would love to see Aaron back. He seemed like he had a good time. He also seemed like he could still play. So at this point, if you guys are going to compete next year, I think he's probably the best option for the team. What do you think is the biggest need?
Well, you wonder about Broderick's injury. You also got to sign a left guard because Ciamalo is still a free agent, so you got to look there. Running back as well. I know we signed Asante Samuel, so that's huge because you needed another corner, especially with James Pierre going to Minnesota. Safety wise, I think you need some depth there. Obviously, we've had to move Jalen around, but are you letting Jalen settle back in at corner, nickel, or safety? I know he loves playing all those positions, but where's his home going to be? And then we had some injuries at safety as well, and we got to make sure everybody's healthy there, and we'll see what happens.
I would say this, after seeing what Minkah Fitzpatrick went for, I would have loved to throw them a 7th round. If you can you do that? It's been a year, so I wasn't sure if that still applied. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But it would have been really cool to see Minkah come back, and I would have loved to see him with Jalen because I remember when that trade initially happened, we didn't know Minkah was involved in it.
Yeah,
me and you were talking about how excited we were to see Jalen and Minkah to play together, and then it was like, honestly, the air got taken out because it felt like Minkah had been traded.
Bro,
so
we were in the car talking about it, and we were like, oh, shoot, Minkah and Jalen together, that shit's going to be crazy.
With Deshaun, too, like it was like, man, we're going to have the best secondary with JPJ, too, the best secondary in the sport.
Yeah.
And it was still a good secondary, but it would have been nice to have Minkah there. I was shocked to see what he went for, but happy for him. I don't know if I'm happy. He's playing for the Jets, right? So that's tough. But he's from New Jersey, so I'm sure he doesn't mind that. But,
I will say this. Everybody says I got that dude traded. I've been such a fan of fucking Minkah this entire time, and like, don't ever think like I didn't want that dude here. Like,
wait, you got to. People say that.
I saw somebody say that just recently. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, I was shocked as anyone when that went down. Like, Minkah's always like I've always been a big fan of Mink, and like they take stuff like happening on the sideline as like a reason why like this happened. Like, I have no control over what happens in our locker, like who makes the trade or anything. But like, just know, like, just because you have an argument on the sideline doesn't mean crap of how like we act or how we view each other out of that. It's all about like ball, and like if you can't be honest with your brothers, who can you be honest with?
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that. That's kind of shocking. But
Dumb.
I mean, I will say if you did play a role in it, you played a really good like poker face because you were genuinely shocked. When I said to you Minkah's in the trade, you said no, he's fucking not, and I said yes, he is, and then you like didn't believe me.
No.
So maybe you were involved in it, but you definitely sold me that you weren't. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that. I mean,
Wow,
it's interesting thought. Now I'm gonna look into it.
All right, well, look into this episode and tell us what you think about it. Tell us what you think about their interviews between Alec Pierce and Jeff Simmons. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Just Football. It's Hayden, it's me, it's Joey as well. And now we are joined by Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Jeffery Simmons. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man? I'm doing good. How you doing?
Man, you balled this year. Let's talk about it.
Appreciate it.
11 sacks, 39 solo tackles, 3 forced fumbles. Man, what was this year like for you?
I would say it started in the offseason.
Yeah.
You sometimes think of it like a diet, but sometimes for me it was more of a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
It's something I really have to live. I had to really say I'm living by this.
Yeah.
And then for me, when I first started training in March, I think I got up to maybe like 3:30. It was just I wasn't living right. From eating wrong, I was drinking a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And I made the decision, like, I'm not drinking, I'm about to lock in. And for me, it was like, what do I need to do to take my game to the next level? And I hired nutritionists. I made that lifestyle change for the better. And coming into this season, I had a mindset of just be in the moment.
Yeah.
In the past, as football players, we tend to do goals.
Yeah.
And my goal this year wasn't 10 sacks. My goal wasn't All-Pro. It was to be in the moment. I knew if I played every snap, just being in the moment, I knew everything would take care of itself. And that's the way I wanted to play this year. Just every single snap, every single game, just be in the moment. What's in front of me right now?
There was one game I watched this year, and you was killing. It was the Cleveland game. And Shador was talking a whole bunch of shit, but you let him have it. As the vet, as the vet in the room, as the guy on defense, everybody circling, what did you say to Shador to make sure he knew he was in place?
You're still a young buck, dog. You're still a rookie. And it's also just the plays, making the plays and shutting them up, especially the fans. It was like I had just made a play on the far, right before the quarter broke.
Yeah.
And I made a nice tackle for loss, and I'm coming on the other end, and of course the fans right before that drive, as we're going on the other end, headed toward the other end.
Yeah.
I had made a play on Shador. It could have been a flag, I think, but they didn't call it. And I ended up hitting them real high, and the fans were pissed about it. Yeah. And they was giving me crap the whole game. And so I'm coming on the other end, as I'm walking back down, they get to talking. And I'm doing this. They got the Titans put out a clip, and I'm doing this to the fans. I'm like, keep going. And the next play, it was like a play where Shador ended up scoring. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, no way. And as he scored, I think he threw it to Njoku. As he scored, he came back, he found me, and did this in my face. I said, this motherfucker. Okay, I said, bet. So at that point, I'm like, I'm not gonna be quiet the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was just nonstop talking. For me, I talk smack regardless.
Yeah.
But when he did that, I'm like, I'm not letting him live. Every time I get close to him, I may nudge him a little bit, bump him, say something to him.
Yeah.
He's still a young buck. You start getting them young boys here, we know we got him. So, but no, it was a good competition. Even being at the Pro Bowl this week, been cool to chop it up with him. He's a good dude. So,
Peasy, you got any stories like that?
Well, I ain't had no young. Well, David Carr tried to pop off when he was a young quarterback playing against us in Houston, and it was different. It was more of our guys was trying to get him to say he was bigger than me. So we're playing Houston, and everybody know how proud I am being from Bakersfield, California. David Carr is from Bakersfield. He was our first-round pick. So, that carried a lot of weight. Potsy and him. David, who's bigger, you or Joey Porter? You or Peasy? He said, me. I was like, what? It was how quick he said, me. I was on his ass after that. I was on his ass. We had the same agent. I told Jeff, my agent Jeff, rest in peace, man. You can't stop him. You can't help him or nothing. I'm on his ass every chance I
you
get.
see him.
So, defensive guys, man, when you ready to have a real argument or pop some shit to us like that,
Yeah.
I love that because I'm on your line anyway. It makes it better when you want to give me some feedback so I don't look one way.
Yeah.
Because if you leave it one way, it's going to look like Joey's the aggressor
Yeah.
all the time. Make it a competition when you whip him. I ain't going to do nothing but just chase you a little harder. That's it. Yeah. Because, I grew up like that. If you scored on somebody or you did something to get somebody, you get the brag. You get the showboat. And, you got to take it.
Yeah.
But it makes it better competition when you ain't hiding that you want to dog me out. And I ain't hiding to you that I want to dog you out. So if we woofing before the game, just talking and man, that's going to be the best out of me. That's why I did what I did, because when I'm talking crazy to somebody, everybody watching the dude talking. Now what you going to do? You got to play.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play. I mean, shit, can you handle this when we talking? But I had a few guys that would get under my skin and get me ready to go. That's part of the game. That's what you love.
Jeff, you have any welcome to the NFL moments?
That's a tough one. I would say probably my rookie year playing against Incognito.
The old school. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's a good one because I know how he's coming.
Yes.
And
especially with a young guy.
That's where it made me because I'm already I talk smack. I knew coming into the game they were all right, Incognito, this and that. And I'm a damn I'm test the water. So you know him, he one of them guys he don't give a damn. He don't care what he say. He may say something crazy that you
Don't be waiting around the pile either.
What's the craziest thing he said? You remember?
I mean, he probably may call me a douche and this and that. He didn't say it to a point where it was it was on the goal line. You know how on the goal line, we all in the 4-point stands.
Everybody can hear you now. And
I'm like, this mother, he finna. And so I ended up coming off, and I literally, how it's goal line, so you may end up slipping. You may. I'm low. So after literally, I failed, tried to make the tackle. Incognito had the big belly at the time.
Yeah.
And he literally came and they didn't even call it. He came and boom, put his elbow to my back and I'm like, this is what it is about to be. Yeah. And that was early in the game. And the rest of that game, we was just going at it. And it was I think it was a double with him and I think it was center Towson. He used to play in Arizona as well, but can't think of his name right now. They caught me on the double. And I'm like, all right, welcome to the NFL, young buck. You could talk your smack, but I knew playing against Incognito, that's kind of all right.
So, we could talk about taking the double as a D lineman. This dude used to be one of our coaches. And anytime we got pushed back, he would come the next day to the meetings talking about who was in the skate rink. Who was on ATL talking about they got pushed backwards?
I made a roller bounce tape. I said they were starring in roller bounce too. And I see that right there. See how you took that? You already know.
Oh, see, that would have. I'm like, all right,
bet. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on, that's them fighting words to a D lineman.
Oh yeah. You never want to get caught.
You don't want to be on the tape talking about you got pushed back.
You don't want to get caught.
And if that don't move my D line, talking about you, I'm on skates.
In the room.
I don't want him.
Yeah.
I don't want the D lineman who think being on skates is
okay.
I'm giving you a round of applause. Nah. This is the biggest diss in the world that I'm giving you, and I need you to act accordingly.
Jeff, I got a question. Why do you think in our game we only talk about the pass rushers? I know you play the run too, and I respect that. Why the hell does nobody talk about being a player first, second, and third down? They only talk about third down.
Because it's rare.
Yeah.
I think when you for us as defensive linemen, not just literally talked about that upstairs. For one, we don't get enough appreciation in my opinion. I feel like it's always the edge guys, the Miles Garrett, the edge guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like for us, it's how many guys really doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of guys who now like this past year, I think was the best year of interior football.
Yeah.
There was a lot of guys played a lot of good football, and for me, man, like I said, for me, when I attack the football field, I don't want to come out. I want to play. I mean, you look at my snap. I probably played 90% of the snaps. Like for me, it's how much can I be on the field, and also sometimes it's the condition. Like how many guys conditioned to play first, second, and third down.
Yeah.
And that's where I push my young guys like Sweat. You know, if you was on this field on third down, you know how many sacks you may have.
Yeah.
But it's how can you push yourself to the limit, to the neck, over that hump to where I'm like, you can play third down. You can be able to push the pocket. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Like, you get the one-on-one. I'm going to get the slide. You go win them one-on-ones. It's like, that's helping me.
Yeah.
So it's a good question. I mean, I don't know for real, like, why not? But for me, I want to be on the field every single down.
Yeah.
Even if they
Old
go
school.
for it.
Seriously, if you didn't play every snap when I played, I'm looking at you differently.
Oh, we know. We see guys who are like, bro, they take you out first and second. We know.
If you go off the field, like I'm just being honest, if I'm coaching you and you think that you gonna come out the field when you tired, like if you're not an older guy that I'm trying to take care of, I don't give. If you my starter, you're a young guy.
Yeah.
If you ask to come off, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because when that fire hot, I need my best people in there when the fire hot.
Yeah.
When I came in, Levon Kirkland fought to not get off the field. When he even lost a step of third down and we had to replace him, he wasn't trying to come off. So that's all I know is the best 11 ain't on the field if I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
When have you seen an offensive lineman come out?
Never.
What the hell am I going? He gonna play the whole game. Where the hell am I going? He in better shape than me
Yeah.
at 6'8", 340.
Going backwards.
He's in better shape than me. Man, ain't nothing on the sideline for me but a timeout.
Yeah.
If it ain't a timeout, I ain't hurt. I'm not going over there, man. I don't give a hell. We getting drugged because if you leave me while we're getting drugged, because I'm glad y'all having that run competition, that's all we was known for, stopping the run.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to get an extra 20, 30 yards at the end to turn the shit from 80 yards to 105, now we about to fight for that.
Yeah.
And whoever ain't out here fighting with me, we about to talk about that too. You getting chopped up, man. You seen his ass leave with them last 5 snaps. Oh, the game's over. I don't want to hear about none of that. The game ain't over. I want all this. But it's changed to this point. I can tell you why it's changed. Because the money's chasing the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like the game changed. And nobody's preaching how good your run defense is.
Which is crazy.
You know
I think it's crazy because you need that in the playoffs.
Man,
you need all that.
It's a mindset and it's identity.
Yeah.
And certain teams ain't known for that no more. Like, that's the crazy thing about us that used to bother me is like, when you give up over 100 yards rushing, that shit should hurt your whole defense.
Yeah.
And if everybody not moved by that, it ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? That has to be something that's bred into you on how you play football. And it could change because, like, you've been the captain, how you play and how you play. I swear to God, man, if y'all stood on that, I'm talking about, because they watching the leaders. That's what I was about to ask you is, who was your OG that brought you in?
I had Jarrell Casey.
Jarrell Casey was nice.
Always
D-line,
slippery.
yeah. Bad body, but
Bad body, don't look like it.
he can play some football. And then guys like on the back end, like I had Wesley Woodyard at linebacker. You had Kenneth Vaccaro, you had Logan Ryan and them on the back end. So had a good defense, guys surrounding me. But also, man, I think for me, I came in, I tore my ACL training from the draft. But Mike Vrabel, Vrabel helped me be a better leader, better football player. Like, I'm going through my rehab process, and it's him, the one taking me through.
And this is why I rock with Vrabel so hard. Like, Vrabel was in Pittsburgh with me when I came. And he knew it then. Like, everything that we did was based on first and second down. Third down was going to be third down when we get to it. But if you ain't playing to run, like, say it was different people you had to answer to. When Vrabel was there, you had to answer to G. Lloyd, Levon Kirkland, Joe Steed, right? If you did any whole shit, like anything that wasn't aggressive, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? They don't care who you are. We gonna talk about that, not later, as it happened. You gotta give us an answer of why you did that.
They're looking at me crazy because you got to get going. But I want to end with this. You're here for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Talk about your work real quick you've been doing all year.
You said talk about what?
Talk about the work you've been doing all year for the Walter Payton.
You know, with that, I mean, you won it last year, man. Like that's like that award. You know, of course, you're not doing what you're doing for the award.
Yeah.
But that award, you know, it's the reason why they announce it at the end of every award show. And you know, each and every day, especially when I step in the community, a lot of stuff I do is around the youth. Yeah. When I step in the community, especially recently, what happened to me, you know, getting my house broken into, and you look on the camera and you see these young guys. Yeah. You see these guys no more than maybe 22, 23. And you see that and you say, this is the reason why I do what I do, especially with our youth, because they need us. Yeah. You know, you never know who life you could change just by saying something to them. Like I remember going to a juvenile detention in Nashville, and I'm sitting there talking to this young dude, and he was like, man, I just appreciate it, man. When I get out of here, like just what we just talked about is the reason why I'm gonna change my life. And like he said, I can't wait to get out here. This and that, I'm gonna go change my family. Like I want a family, this and that. But it's like this the reason why, for one, you play the game of football. But it's the reason why I get back into the community. You know, I try to be that light through my foundation called Give Them a Reason. And you know, the reason why I named Give Them a Reason because I had to give people a reason to give me an opportunity, a second chance in life. You know, coming out of high school, the things I got into coming out of high school. How can I give Mississippi State a reason to give me a second chance in life? How can I get these young kids you know, just talking to them and let them know that give these people a reason to come down here and give you a scholarship. Yeah. It'll never get handed to you. So just try to build that self-esteem through my, you know, especially the reason, of my foundation. You know, I try to build self-esteem through sports and whatever it may be. You know, it's surrounded by sports, but just trying to create more opportunity for our youth. You know, I don't just focus on sports. Yeah. I try to do a variety of things, and whatever I could do in the community, man, just try to build light. As you know, and like I said, you guys been looking up to since I got in the NFL, and winning that make me even, I guess, I don't know how to put it, but, you know, make me even want to do things and follow your footsteps even more. So I appreciate you for what you've done to the game and off the football field as well.
Appreciate you. I got a chance to know you over the years, and, you know, I've seen the work you've been doing in the community. You know, NFL's in good hands as you keep growing, brother.
Oh, definitely.
No, it's dope because I just have watched that story today with Jelly Roll. I was saying how I didn't know they had a youth center in the parking lot.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Like that was wild. I watched that today on the way over here, and he was like the first person that came over there was you leading that charge, and that was dope. So like, people see what you're doing, man. Like it don't go unnoticed, and that's amazing what you're doing, man. To stay on that path, man, because that was big.
Appreciate you.
That's big what you're doing.
Appreciate you, Jeff.
Thanks,
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Just Football. It's Cam, it's Hayden, it's Joey, and today we are joined with Alec Pierce. You had 1,000-yard mark in your career for the first time. 21 yards per catch?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit. I ain't running like that.
You don't remember the game?
Huh? You ain't catch it on me.
I said, but you wasn't watching the game?
I can't watch every game. You was watching every game?
I mean, I watched him when we played him.
Yeah, we had coverage on his ass.
He's got to get more catches. That's what I say about the yards per catch. He's got to get more catches to bring that down a little bit and get more yards, hopefully.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you always get open, but shit, I know you require double coverage at all times. Shit.
Yeah, safety over the top for sure.
Let's talk about your Cincinnati days, bro. Like, explain that journey of going from Cincinnati to Indianapolis.
Yeah, so, you know, Cincinnati was crazy because, like, one, like I was a smaller recruit. Like I was about to go to Miami, Ohio, which is funny. That's kind of like their rival. But since he offered me like late in the cycle, and I commit there, and they were 4-8. Miami was 4-8.
Yeah.
To me, like I just went there and I felt like it felt like it had like bigger opportunity there than Miami, Ohio. But neither of them were like very good at that time. So I say this to say because like I went there not expecting them to be like very good. And then my first year, you know, we won 11 games, kind of like no one really had much hype on us or anything, like maybe cracked the top 25.
Yeah.
But like we didn't have any great wins. But we won 11 games my first year. And the second year, 11 games also, but didn't win our conference. So yeah, we won 11 the first 2 years. The third year was COVID, and that was kind of where I'd say we had a legit team. Like we were a top 10 ranked team probably most of the year. And I think Luke Fickell, man. He's
old DC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you play. Did you play for Ohio State with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tressel.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Tressel.
Yeah, man, Fix. I mean, he was running a great program there. And yeah, it was cool to see. You know, my junior was that COVID year, so unfortunately we didn't make. Like, I wish they would have had the new college football playoffs because we would have probably been a playoff team 3 or 4 of the years or 3 years probably.
How did you deal with COVID? How did you deal with COVID in college and all that season?
It was interesting because I think they canceled, like, they were canceling pretty much all the seasons, and like our conference didn't say anything about it. Yeah. And so we just were like Ohio. We heard Ohio State. Like, Ohio State is kind of, you know, with Fickle coming from there and it being in Ohio, and like whatever they were doing, like I thought we were going to be doing. Yeah. And I think they canceled. Like, they're in camp, and we were just out there in camp, and we're like we're still waiting on the call. Yeah. And we were like, man, we're just doing camp practice for no reason. Like, they're about to cancel our season, but like they're just waiting. But we ended up playing most of the games. I want to say we played like 10 games, which is probably more than most teams, you know. So.
That's cool. Yeah. All right, let's move to, you know, this past year, Indy. You guys started off red hot. Then Daniel Jones got hurt. What's the outlook look like in the next coming year? Yeah.
We got to see. I mean, Daniel's free agent. I'm a free agent.
So
free agent. There's a lot of
like Pittsburgh weather.
He basically says, "I'm up." He said they got some decisions to make.
They got some decisions to make for sure. So I know like big one for them. They got to lock down the quarterback. That's obviously, you know, like the cornerstone of the franchise. And
how'd you feel about Jones?
I loved Daniel. I thought he was a phenomenal quarterback, and like I thought when he was healthy, we were hard to stop. So I think I was that's kind of what I told him. I was like, you know, I'd definitely, for me signing back there, like with Daniel there is going to be a big part of that. You know, like I kind of almost in my head, it's like I wouldn't even really.
And that's the best year you had under him.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's a great guy. Like, me and him are really tight. Like, off the field, like, great person. I think that's like the closest I've been with a quarterback. Yeah. And like, I think there's a lot of value in that. Just being able to like talk to them and like, you know, just keep it real with them and then be on the same page, you know?
You always want to be on the same page and best friends with the dude who controls the
rock. For sure.
Especially when he's throwing it to you.
For sure.
And you having your best seasons under that. The only reason why I asked that because you have Richardson still, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I ain't about to ask you one of them journalist questions, who would you rather have? That's just a janky question. Because seriously, they ask you shit like that, then you got to go back into the locker room.
Yeah.
No matter who you pick, the other guy, like, damn, for real?
Yeah.
Right?
You threw me under the bus now. Appreciate that.
But it's obvious who it is. Motherfucker Jones, I thought I had a G-ball.
Right.
I want Jones back. Like, you see how hot they was with Jones. Now, I'm not knocking Richardson that he can't do that, but like, man, that offense was moving way better. It's a clear cut. If they can get that dude back healthy, which way you going in?
Yeah, I think,
You know
I think it was,
That's me answering the question, not having you to answer the question. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just ask, like, you think you're coming back with the Colts, or are you going to explore free agency?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I think, you know, you probably know how it is more. Like, I gotta hear what they gotta say, and we'll see. I've never been through this before, so I've heard this next month is probably gonna get pretty wild. So.
I want to know, Alec, what was it like when Phillip Rivers came in that locker room? How was that? We were on with Joey when we told him, and he didn't believe us.
I thought they was playing.
He asked how old he was and everything. Yeah.
No, I thought y'all was playing, but I'm a Phillip Rivers fan. I like Phillip. He's one of them old school quarterbacks that's gonna talk crazy and he gonna play hard. Like, he gonna give you what he got every time. And I mean, you know, smart, wisdom-wise, as far as playing quarterback, man, he got all that. Now, what his body can still do, I don't know. That's why it kind of shocked me. Yeah. But how was it having Phillips back?
It was awesome. Like, I think I saw the stuff that he's getting, you know, people were like looking at him to be a head coach, and I think he would be the best head coach because, you know, he's got that one, he's going to have everyone's going to respect him in the locker room. I think that's the biggest thing with a head coach. You got to be respected by the players. But just like his like pregame speech the night before the first game, I was like, this guy's incredible. Like, this is going to be awesome playing for him.
He had you ready to go?
Yeah, I was ready to go, yeah. And it was just like, he just keeps it real. Like,
Did you meet all the kids?
Yeah. So they came out to the San Fran game. I think Monday night game. They came out and
deep.
yeah, they rolled deep.
You surprised?
I met all of them except for his. I think his 2 oldest daughters both have. One is pregnant and the other one has like a little baby, so they stayed back.
Bro's about to be a grandpa.
So he's a grandpa. He's a grandpa. He's a grandpa. He's got one grandkid and a second one on the way. So it's crazy.
Man, big families make big families. You thought they wasn't? I mean,
Yeah.
how old is his oldest now?
Like in her
I think I saw his oldest is older than Riley Leonard, so Riley's probably 22 or 23.
Oh.
So like that was like
Snap.
the funny thing
Hey,
is like
what was it like when they traded for Sauce Gardner in the
Oh,
middle
it was
of the
awesome.
season?
It was
'Cause you
crazy.
played with them.
Yeah,
in
so played with that
college.
Cincy. Yeah. No, it was wild. I remember like my phone started blowing up, and I'm like, "What's going on here?" I'm getting calls and stuff, and people are like, "Oh, like you see the news." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What's up?" They're like, "Sauce Gardner." I'm like, "To the Colts." Like, so it was honestly like out of nowhere, and I thought, I'm pumped at him as a teammate. He's a great player. I think a great addition to the team. It's unfortunate he got a little banged up, so didn't get to play too much with him this year, but.
But like as a front office coming in and saying like, we believe in this team, we're gonna add to this
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
I remember we did it with Minkah, and like you feel like, all right, like they think we got something they're just gonna keep adding. What did it do for y'all?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's exactly like for us. It was like, oh, okay, like they think like we got a chance this year. Like they're going all in, and that's a good thing to see as a player. Just know like, okay, like they're confident with what we got right now, and like they want to try to make a move. And obviously, it kind of completely like turned around after that happened, but I don't think it was because of that or anything. I just think, just injuries happen and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool to see like, okay, like we're all in, like we're ready to go.
It's a pretty good defensive backfield you got to go up against in college. What was it like going up against Kobe Bryant and Sauce there? And then how'd that help your game develop?
Yeah, man, we had I always tell people, I'm like, we had the best secondary in the country. You had Kobe, Sauce, Brian Cook was at safety. Derek Forrest wasn't there my senior year, but he got drafted the year before safety. So like our whole secondary was all NFL players, and it was pretty special to go against. Like for me, I always went against Sauce in practice pretty much because I played like boundary receiver, he played boundary corner. But yeah, Kobe was actually playing corner back then, and Kobe won the Jim Thorpe at corner because like what would happen is teams would go like 3-by-1, and they'd just put a receiver to the boundary that like they weren't even going to throw the ball to because teams just didn't throw the ball to Sauce. Like he would just jam guys out of bounds to the boundary. The college is hashed so wide, like there's no space over there. He'd be like, we'd be sitting on the bench and like he'd like take somebody like the Gatorade bench. He'd like show a receiver.
You said he was running them all the way to where y'all was sitting down.
Yeah, he was running out. Yeah, he's running out to the bench. It was crazy to see. So like, yeah, because we would play.
I didn't know Kobe was on that team.
Yeah, he won the Jim Thorpe.
When you just said that, I was like, damn, that was a strong ass.
Yeah.
Sauce was getting so much of all the hype to where I didn't know he was on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see Kobe's stats. I want to say he had like 7 or 8 picks, like because
he had a ton of picks that year.
Because they just threw the ball. Like one, we were beating teams, so teams got to throw the ball, and then they wouldn't throw to the boundary much, so they were just targeting Kobe the whole time, and like they just forcing throws. Yeah, he used a ton of pass breakups, ton of picks. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see.
PZ, are you a boundary wide receiver?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh man, shit, I was up. Trying to be funny, but I played H back.
Wide receiver in
college.
Okay.
H, then I went to the X and the Z.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, I was like that, but not like that. my offensive days was like spring ball, I'm him.
Yeah.
Spring ball, I am Himothy. They are throwing. They got me so gassed. I'm leading everything in the spring.
Play everything.
I'm the guy. Season come around, I'm a blocker. It got so bad, they be like, number 8 coming in the game, it's a run. No bullshit. And that's what ran me to defense. It got so disrespectful. It was like 8's in the game, it's a run.
Yeah.
Now I'm blocking because, I come from the area. If you block, they gonna reward you.
Yeah.
So how you talk about Sauce taking the DBs? I'm trying to take DBs to the Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? I'm blocking that hard. But I never got rewarded. So I did all that anger, and I just took it over to the defense.
Man, yeah.
And that's when shit started happening. But
there you go.
I played the H, X, and the Z.
So I played some defense in college.
Did you?
For about Yeah, I played my freshman year. Our freshman year, I was like straight like gunner. Like I had a bunch of special teams tackle. I played receiver.
Yeah.
But they weren't receiver coach. I don't think really had much plans for me. And our special teams coach, who's actually our special teams coach at the Colts now, he loved me, and he was like our outside linebacker coach. So I was basically playing like nickel. Like I don't think we had a nickel at the time, so it was basically a nickel outside linebacker.
Oh damn.
So I did it for spring, for the bull practices, like all of December. And I remember it. It was fun, but like, hey,
For you to get that spot, you don't mind sticking your face in there.
that was the one thing that I struggled with. So like I'm thinking, you got to think about. I was probably about 6'3", like 200 or 205, 6'3", 205 maybe, and I had the little receiver shoulder pads on.
Yeah.
Hey, exactly. Outside zone, like so the speed option comes to me. I'm playing both. Like I'm doing that fine. Pass play. I'm like breaking up passes. I'm in the flats, like picking stuff off. Hey, inside zone, I'm like the unblocked defender. I had to go in there and make the tackle. I was not making that tackle. Hey, I'm just going and just diving at somebody's leg.
Hey man, that's you being real. A lot of people don't like to admit that, but that's a part of the football.
Yeah.
That on the defensive side that tells on you.
Yeah.
Because so you basically saying when it was the 7-on-7 stuff,
It was guys,
you was ready for that.
Yeah, but like if I had to go in and like take on a block or like anything in the box was not my like I could have been like a safety or something like linebacker.
No. You are exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. This is a line. I
was a football player.
Yeah.
That he could snatch and pull over there.
Yeah.
While the time was, and that's good, man, because
it's fun.
Everybody don't even have that.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't going over there to play no linebacker if they playing wide receiver.
Well, think about it now. He's got Jonathan Taylor as his running back.
Yeah.
You know he's giggling anytime anybody's got to tackle that dude.
Well, he already know what it is. Like, it wasn't a fun job when he was doing it.
Yeah.
But like all he got to do is get on his block for a little bit and Jonathan Taylor running.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the guy blocking for Jonathan and your block. When I play receiver, my guy could never make the tackle.
Yeah, that's what Reggie Wayne. Reggie's our coach. Yeah.
He
tells us he's like,
man, get your block. Sometimes you ain't even got to be on him long enough. Just don't let your guy make the tackle.
Don't let him get on the
tackle.
tackle.
Don't let your guy be the one that make the tackle.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to block him. Like, nah.
There's nothing worse though.
He about to break a long one.
Hey, yeah.
And you missed your block.
You're like, it's not even coming this way, and then like bounce back the other way. You're chilling. You take the play off.
That's why you got to go ahead and get him out the way. Like,
Yep.
I don't never let people make deals with me.
Yeah.
We just chilling on the other side. Bullshit. I'm dumping you.
You good?
You better strap up, because I'm going to dump you. And if you try to do the
PZ, you definitely had a brother-in-law in the game. You talking about, we good? We gonna keep it moving?
I'm talking about all the way to year 13. Joey did no brother-in-law.
Okay.
Wayne Gandy, when I was a young buck,
Yeah.
I got I got punked into a brother-in-law relationship. He didn't want to work that hard on certain days. I'm a rookie. I'm trying to earn playing time. So when I'm going so fast, he slapped me in my helmet. So we fighting every other day over the slapping the helmet because he's slowing me down. He say, Rook, I'm a year and so-and-so, man. I don't need all that. I save mine for Sunday. I said, man, why you keep hitting my face? He said, slow your ass down. If you don't slow your ass down, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, do I feel like fighting Wayne all day today? Or I'm just going to go, because I'm still on the look team for him.
Yeah.
I'm servicing them. But I'm trying to give him that work because I'm trying to show him I'm ready to play.
Exactly.
But man, I got to cut his hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the barber.
Wait, you had to cut his hair?
Actually cut his hair?
What? He was cutting his hair?
I was cutting, man. I was the barber. I used to cut Wayne Gandy hair, put the part in there. That was my guy. Don't make it like he was punking me.
He punked you
I think
and made you cut his hair. I'm telling everybody.
It wouldn't go down like that. He was my guy, so me and him was cool. But that's the one vet that I had that I did the brother-in-law relationship with.
Yeah.
Everybody else, because as soon as I became a vet, I don't want no deal. I don't want you to take it easy on me. Matter of fact, I only want to go against the ones. So I don't even want no reps against twos or threes. That's just how I practice.
I dig it. Well, Alec, I know you got to keep going. We appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for coming by, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Yep.
Hey guys, hope you guys like listening to that episode. It was really fun, but I got to make sure I plug a couple things. One, draft is coming up. We're going to do some really cool stuff. Great guests, great time. A couple surprises there. Never know who might be showing up, but it's going to be fun. And we will release where it's happening soon. But also next week's episode, It's a returning guest. Hayden, do you want to give any spoilers or leak anything?
I'm not going to leak anything. It was I was just the last time we had this person on, it was over video. This time we were able to do it in person, and I think that adds to it. It was good to go where we went. And I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to give it away. I'm sure we'll tease some stuff on social, but it was a very exciting one. If you want to give it away though, it's your show. You can do whatever you want. So
nah. Pass.
No, you're okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll hold on to that, but everybody stay tuned for that. Mark your calendars for that episode and also draft. Again, it's going to be a fun time, and we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the episode.